What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is AkeemHaynes. I'm a two-time Olympian, Olympic bronze medalist, author, motivational speaker, and sports commentator. On my channel, we talk boxing, MMA, track and field, and of course, motivation and encouraging content. If this is something that you enjoy, then I hope that you subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into the video. Adam Lopez versus Abraham Nova. This one is happening this weekend, 10 rounds. I believe this one is at 130 pounds. So this is going to be a very good fight. I have a good relationship with a few people in boxers in the boxing world, and one of those is Abraham Nova, right? So he's looking to get back into the winning column. But you know me, I come at everything with an unbiased approach. I call it like it is. So let's get into it. Let's start with Adam Lopez. He's coming into this one with a record of 16 wins, 3 losses, and 6 wins by way of knockout. He's been in the ring with some really good opposition, guys who are tops in their respective division, right? He fought Cool Boy Steph in 2017 and lost by mixed decision. He fought the hard-hitting Oscar Valdez in 2019 and lost by knockout. And he fought the former WBO junior featherweight champion Isaac Dogboe and lost by mixed decision. So this is not an easy opponent, right? This is a guy who, as long as he's in the fight, he is going to come forward and try to control the fight and try and win this fight. Right? He's got good size, good reach, good jab, good combination puncher, but doesn't throw a lot in the round. And for someone who doesn't have a lot of knockouts, he finds himself fighting on the inside quite often, right? Against Isaac Dogboe, that's where he was a good portion of the fight, on the inside, right? That's a fight that had a lot of hard-hitting shots. And that was a great fight to watch because it had lots of action. You know, Isaac Dogboe is always going to bring it. And Adam Lopez, he did the same thing. He didn't just lie down. He had some good opportunities in that fight. But let's talk about his recent fight against someone whom Abraham Nova fought and beat by stoppage in William Encarnacion, right? For the first minute and a half, Adam Lopez was boxing very well, using his jab, staying at a distance, and then all of a sudden, he walked into a shot and he went down. Though he didn't look like he was too hurt or too buzzed, he came back and buzzed Encarnacion in the same round as well. It was a very good first round, an exciting first round. It was actually a very exciting fight across the board, right? And that's something that you always want to know. How does a fighter respond to adversity, right? Will they remember the game plan or will they revert back to old ways? And I thought Lopez stayed composed, remembered the game plan, and fought his way back to a victory despite the knockdown. He fought smartly, used his jab, and used his feet to move laterally, right? Use feints. When it was time to let off combinations, he would. He didn't overextend himself. He fought safe, a little cautious, which you can understand because he got knocked down. But I thought he made some good adjustments. He started going to the bodies and started throwing punches and flurries and became more the aggressor in the fight, dug deep and got the win. He has a tendency to come forward but drop his head, and that's when he gets walked into a shot, an uppercut or a hook. Even though he doesn't mind standing in the pocket and trading shots, I don't think he has the type of power to be doing that often, in my opinion. I could see if he was a power puncher, but staying in the pocket isn't how he's going to win the fights, right? Against the higher caliber guys, he's going to have to take risks in this fight, but calculated risks, because Nova has got pop in his shots and he's going to look to come back with force as well, right? So he's got to be careful. Adam Lopez is always in a good fight, and I'm sure this will be nothing short of a good fight. But let's talk about his opponent, Abraham Supernova. Nova was coming to this one with a record of 21 wins, 1 loss, 15 wins by way of knockout. Nova suffered his first loss of his career against Robeisy Ramirez. He's hungry to come back and not only avenge the loss, but to get back in the win column and get the momentum flowing again. I had Abraham Nova on my podcast, and we talked about the fight, some of the things he was facing going into the fight. So if you want to check that out and hear it from him, I'll attach the episode link in the comments below. Now, Abraham Nova is a talented boxer with a lot of skills in his tool set, right? He uses his reach well, good jab, good body puncher, has good hand speed, and punches with bad intentions. He sits down on his punches. I think Nova is at his best, though, when he is actually fighting on the inside. Not to say he can't fight on the outside and outbox his opponents, but I like him on the inside when he can rip combinations to the body with hooks and uppercuts, using the jab when he's at mid-distance so he can shoot that straight hand down the middle. When he's closing the gap and sticking to his opponents and not giving them a chance to get comfortable, when he's controlling the pace of the fight, it's tough to get him out of his groove and getting him out of momentum. I think he's a very rhythmic style of fighter. In his fight against Encarnacion, he smothered him and let his hands go, right? Neutralize anything that Encarnacion was trying to do, right? And that's what helped him get the stoppage. When he fought Robeisy Ramirez, he didn't look good from the jump to me. He looked hesitant, right? Punching sharpness just wasn't there. He didn't look the best. And Robeisy saw that, saw the opening, right? And he changed the pace of the fight and had Abraham Nova fighting off of his back foot. And no boxer wants to fight off of that back foot. It makes everything more challenging. And Robeisy eventually caught him with a good shot, and the show was over after that. A hesitant Nova isn't a Nova that's going to take over a fight. But when he's confident, changing the tempo of the fight and coming forward, that's a Nova that is tough to beat. I don't think Adam Lopez is going to come in and be hesitant. I think he's going to try and pressure Nova and have him fighting off the back foot. I mean, that's what I would do if I was his team based on the tape that I saw last, right? Use feints and level changes to try and beat him and capitalize. However, we will definitely see once this fight gets started. So who wins? I'm taking Abraham Nova by decision. I think he comes in, uses the jab to set up his combinations, and once he closes the gaps, he really starts to let the hands go, and the shots add up and start to break down Lopez. But Lopez is tough, man, and you can never count him out. He is going to make it a tough fight. But I got Abraham Nova winning by decision. What are your thoughts on this fight? Who do you have winning? Let me know in the comment section below. If you would like to support the channel, there's a couple ways that you can do so. You can like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to support by way of donation, you can find options in the description below. Also, my Cash App handle will be on screen as well. Any amount goes towards the growth of this channel. It will be greatly appreciated. So with all that being said, if you've been watching the video this time, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, and we'll definitely see you next time.